Hey there, dudes and dudettes. It's Michael Eaton with Two Dudes Review, here to give you my late review, retro review of Batman Returns. I'm sorry that this is a little late. I've been busy with number one with work and stuff around the house. So here it is now, right now for you guys. So now this came out, I want to say, in 1992. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the second Batman film to come out under director Tim Burton, and now when this film came out, I was astonished to learn that parents were upset with this film because it scared kids out of the theater. They considered it way too dark, and they pulled all the Happy Meal toys from McDonald's because of this. And going back to watch this, I gotta say, yeah, they're not 100% wrong there. This is definitely one of the most unpleasant, darkest superhero movies I have ever seen, and that's saying quite a bit. I mean, how this was not rated R, I will never know. So, what this story is about, it takes place around Christmas time, where the Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot, I think is his name, played by Danny DeVito in a role that I believe he was born to play, is causing all kinds of havoc on Gotham City at Christmas time, and Batman, played again by Michael Keaton, comes in to try to stop him, but then in comes Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, played by the wonderful Michelle Pfeiffer, who nails this role. Unlike any other version of Catwoman I've ever seen, Michelle Pfeiffer just nails it. Way better than Halle Berry, way better than Anne Hathaway in freaking Dark Knight Rises. Michelle Pfeiffer is Catwoman. So, while all that's going on, there's mayhem, there's freaking Danny DeVito biting off a guy's nose, and just all of this unpleasantness. And it's just absolutely amazing to look at, and it's really no wonder that this franchise became as successful as it was, because this, although it's not my favorite, I do think Batman '89 is still my favorite of the films. Mainly because that's what I think of when I see Batman. I don't really see something like Batman Returns, and don't get me wrong, I like it, it's great, but I still think Batman '89, under the direction of Tim Burton, is way better. But that's just my take. What are your guys' thoughts? Just so overall, it is definitely not pleasant, if I can say that. It's definitely not a happy movie. I mean, it opens up with the Penguins' mom and dad, who one of them is played by Pee Wee Herman, aka Paul Reubens, and they just they throw this little baby in the carriage, just throw him into the river for him to drown, and he's rescued by these friggin' penguins. Like, it's no wonder that kids ran out of the theater when this movie came out. Just, man, the stuff that this movie got away with, you could never get away with today, because all the woke parents and all the woke young people out there, they'd be freaking shouting for refund, I guarantee it. But yeah, overall, Michael Keaton is still amazing as the Caped Crusader. He's definitely up there right next to Kevin Conroy and Ben Affleck as my three favorites who have donned the Caped Crusader outfit. I still maintain it. I still say that George Clooney and Christian Bale are the two worst. Val Kilmer, for me, is somewhere in the middle. And so, I want to bring up Danny DeVito is creepy as all sin as the Penguin. Just the way he looks, his mannerisms, his freaking voice, it's just screams comic book villain to me. And also, there's Christopher Walken in this as well, and he's always great. Like olive oil, like Selena Kyle. She's, you have a fascination with cats. I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there. But overall, guys, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely a really good film if you are a fan of Batman, as well as a fan of Tim Burton, because this movie is just Tim Burton at his most Tim Burton. It is dark, it is gloomy, it is unpleasant to look at sometimes. But overall, it's just fun. A good, fun comic book movie, not for the whole family, definitely for older children and adults. And if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely find time to do so. Just don't expect to feel good right after watching it. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that this came out so late. I said I'm super busy, but I'm still finding time to get the retro segments out, as well as me and Watson will be back to talk about the new Tom and Jerry movie. And I wanted to bring this up real quick. I'm kind of torn on what I should talk about for the next retro segment. Now, one of them is a trilogy that I wanted to take up the challenge to review. I had never seen any of the 3 movies, and I heard they are super long. And the other one is a series of films that I grew up with, and having just seen the trailer for the next superhero movie, I'll give you a real good clue what it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with that. So, I'm just letting you guys know now that on the next retro segment, I will be taking a look at 2002's Spider-Man. I'm Michael Eaton, and I'll see you next time.